In chapter 22 of Matthew's Gospel, he speaks to us of the two great commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the greatest and most important. The second most important commandment is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And very often us Catholics get confused by that. We are called to love ourselves every bit as much as we love our neighbor.
Make me a channel of your peace.
My name is Heidi Peckham, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor, a lifelong Catholic, and a lover of the Catholic faith. I wanted to speak to you today about our faith traditions and our mind, body, spirit, health. I'd like to begin with our bodies. Wow, what a time we're in, huh? When we speak about the second great commandment and loving our neighbor as ourselves, we very often put our neighbor first. We have to take an airline trip and have the flight attendant remind us that the mask goes on ourselves first, so that we can care for our dependents. And that's a little bit about what I need to share with you today, taking care of ourselves so that we can better care for others. And beginning with our body, it's amazing how much research is going into our diet and nutrition and how it impacts our mind and our spirit. My philosophy is fresh fruits, fresh veggies, fresh water, and walking. Now again, it's not about perfection, it's about being on the path. Fresh fruits and veggies can involve canned foods and frozen foods. 3 to 5 fruits, 5 to 7 vegetables, 8 glasses of water, and 20 minutes of walking. 20 minutes of walking a day has been proven to be as essential as some antidepressants. So get that body into some good shape. Your mind. It took me about 20 minutes to find my mind today. I don't know about you all, but this quarantine can really play tricks with your mind. So if you haven't thought about it, now is a good time to encounter and investigate meditation. It's a practice that's been around for many years and always held sacred in our faith tradition. It's not difficult, but it does take some practice. You can check it out on the Google machine or follow some simple practices like finding a quiet spot with your feet simply on the floor, your back reasonably straight by lifting your ears up to the ceiling. Not your chin, but your ears. It causes us to relax our shoulders and let go of some of that guilt that us Catholics are so good at holding on to. Your hands can be up or down in your lap, and close your eyes gently. I like to begin my practice with 3 deep breaths, breathing in the love of God and breathing out my concerns and worries. On the second breath, I simply breathe in the love of God and breathe out slowly. And on the third breath, introduce a count. Breathe in to the count of 3, breathe out to the count of 5. And simply be. For the next few minutes, all you need do is be. You may hear sounds, but they're just sounds. You may have thoughts, but they are just thoughts. You gently return to your breathing. And then when you're ready, you feel your feet on the ground and your seat in the seat. Take another breath and gently open your eyes. This practice can make a real change in your mind and getting a hold of yourself. My favorite book for introducing this method is 8 Minutes, The 8-Minute Meditation by Victor Davish. It's not a religious book, but it focuses on the practice and is incredibly affirming. Give it a shot. And then finally, we've talked about mind and your body, and most importantly, your spirit, which is holy, H-O-L-Y, and holy, W-H-O-L-L-Y, holy, your responsibility. You have to take charge of your spirit. I say that all Catholics are called to the path of joy, and that joy, that path to joy, has two guardrails. One is forgiveness, the other is gratitude. Forgiveness is complicated. You have to seek forgiveness, grant forgiveness, withhold forgiveness. And I like to transcend that with radical forgiveness. I have to stop and take an aside now because I am speaking about past events. If you are now currently being abused physically, sexually, or emotionally, it needs to stop. Help is available. You are a child of God and do not deserve to be hurt in this manner. Back to radical forgiveness. Radical forgiveness begins again with a simple post-it. Are you ready? Write it down. All is forgiven. When we do that, it transcends all of our judgments necessary to seek forgiveness, grant forgiveness, or withhold forgiveness. We start with the end in mind, with radical forgiveness, and all is forgiven. And finally, I'd like to end with the other guardrail to the path to joy, and that is simply gratitude. I got a very nice email from someone that participated in one of my last seminars saying that it changed her Lent simply by counting her blessings on a daily basis. 100 blessings every day. Keep that gratitude journal and it will change and lift your spirit simply by saying thank you. And I'd like to say thank you to you.